Hello, my dear friends, and welcome to Mystic Star Magic. I am so happy you are here. Today we're doing a really fun reading. We're doing a collaboration with Monique, and we're doing a collaboration with Gifted Soul 777. And the topic is all about the blessings that are coming your way during this Jupiter retrograde. And so, Monique is like, she's so good at like, she knows all the different astrological happenings and what they all mean. She'll explain more in her video, so I really do recommend that you go ahead and check her video out. And Gifted Soul 777, she is just like the type where her name is like she's gifted. So she has she's like psychic and also like just very intuitive as well. So very excited to be doing this. I can't wait to see what blessings we have. Well, I love doing blessing readings, and so this is quite a treat. So I want to show you this. It's going to be pile 1, and this is going to be pile 2. They're all like so beautiful. This is going to be pile 3. And so just so you know, I do personal readings, and if you do want to book them, you can always check the description down below. I also do offer Reiki as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a deep breath in, close our eyes, clear our mind, shift around a little bit if you want, and now as you exhale and open your eyes, choose whichever pile draws you to it. All right, let's do this. Hello, my friends from Group 1. Very excited that you are here. Yeah, I'm just moving it a little bit so you can see more. Thank you so much for being here. If you didn't get to hear my intro, this is a collaboration with Monique and Gifted Soul 777. It is actually Monique came up with the idea because she knows all about the amazing astrological influences and all that means. So I really recommend that you go see her video just so you get more information. And so this is the blessings that the Jupiter retrograde brings. And so most people are usually very afraid of retrogrades, but through like Monique's like I guess like teachings and like she lets me see that it's actually there's a lot of opportunities in retrograde. So I want to see what blessings are coming your way, and I'm gonna leave this one and the meaning of what it is behind this for a little bit later, just kind of hoping you'll stick with me all the way to the end. All right, so let's go ahead and see what we have in terms of tarot for this blessing for you. All right, look at this. Really nice. Okay, so for sure, one thing that you definitely are going to get blessed for in this retrograde is that for all my busy weavers, it's time, like it's a lot of rest. 4 of Swords came in twice, so that's just letting us know that you're gonna get to rest, which is really good, right? Because I feel like the reason why that's a blessing for you is that you're kind of possibly like a go-getter, like especially with this 8 of Wands energy, you have like a lot of like ooh, and I think you kind of hustle energy is what I'm seeing here. And so we're being reminded here of this energy of needing for you to rest. And so you're getting that, you're getting the rest, you're getting to be able to just enjoy yourself. But that doesn't mean it's all like just you're just relaxing. There's still like a lot of motion forward, a lot of movement forward. For some of you, there might even be romance. Yay! And even if like whether you're single or not single, the romance is still there. And so it could just be that somebody comes and shows you that how much they appreciate you. Like there's like what I'm seeing here is definitely a gift, like a compliment, but it feels like an actual gift. I mean, I feel like I'm sensing it. Could actually be flowers that come in, but definitely some sort of gift coming in, possible romance. I do love that. What else is there that I see? There is a sense here of finally understanding this balance And so I feel like the balance that you're learning is the balance between, like I said, that hustle energy, but also needing time to relax, also needing time to wind down and just kind of unplug, really, what I'm seeing here. There is a sense of also like this blessing with this Page of Cups energy here is kind of like, for me, more about a sense of like creating, but through emotions. I know that's sort of like, for me, whenever I see the Page of Cups, it's like creating. How do I say it? Like, there's passion, but there's also just a sense of creativity, of wonder, and it's really connecting to that inner child energy. So that's what I'm going to say to you. There's a lot of expression. That's right. Okay, yes, a creative expression. Beautiful. That is exactly what I'm saying. And I'm also saying, like I said, there is motion here, movement. We go from page to a knight. So I feel like from like maybe ideas or thoughts to an actual like starting to take shape. And so it could definitely, like, for a lot of you, I do feel like there's like a romance coming here. And even like I said, even if you are with somebody and you're like, oh no, there's some sort of a romantic energy entering the throw here. Very exciting. I do want to clarify just a little bit. Because why not, right? Okay, so let's see what this Four of Swords energy. I mean, I really do just feel like you are resting, yeah. Hierophant, so maybe seeing something and then resting from the Tower. All right, that's those two major arcanas. And so probably you are just, it's kind of reminding you that you really do need to rest. Let's see what this Page of Cups is all about. Oh yeah, look at that. That's all about work, enjoying yourself. What is this Two of Pentacles doing here? Temper, motion, moving. What is this Eight of Wands doing here? Fulfillment. And then what is this Knight of Cups doing here? Knight of Cups doing here. I like how we're like, oh my goodness. Oh, but look at them. So, whew. I like this. Okay. I'm glad I actually did because I wasn't sure if I wanted to do clarification, but I'm glad I did it because a lot of, again, I could give us more clarity. So I feel like you are being very much strongly guided to rest. And so it's almost like you have to rest. For some of you, it might be that you're feeling a little bit under the weather. For others of you, it's just like something just happens where you're just like, okay, you really, to me, just feels like literally you have to unplug. And that's sort of what I'm seeing here for you. You're just going to have to unplug from it all and not, yeah. And sorry, like not be in the state of like, hustle. That's really what I'm saying. It's like not in a state of hustle. Okay, and then I do want to hit this, and then maybe for some of you, this Four of Swords, it kind of allows you to either learn something about yourself from this resting time, or you might just connect with somebody. Like you'll YouTube something about like resting or like maybe healing or something like that, because I do feel like for me it's sort of like you're resting because you need a break. Like there's energy, you're a bit of an energy drainage, and that's coming from, because I feel like definitely you are a hustler, like something like you don't have, but you are often, I guess, moving around. I don't know why I say it. It's like you want to do different things, lots of different ideas. And so what I did want to say is that in this rest, that is when, and then this is the really beautiful blessing that comes in this rest, you're actually going to get that wish fulfillment. Things are going to move along, and in a surprising manner where you're just like, oh, okay, things like I didn't have to like have micromanage things. I feel like it's almost like the universe is saying, take your hands off of like the pot, let the water boil by itself. You don't have to like stare at it in order to boil. I don't know why that's something. And then I do feel like this is why I love this Page of Cups. You're actually going to be focusing more, and again, creative creative endeavors, but that come from not because you have it's not for money, it's not for that, it's just for the pure pleasure of it, for the pure joy of creating. And that's what you're going to be working on. You're also going to be here learning this, coming from taking action, right? Inspired action, this Emperor, coming from a place of balance rather than disbalance. Imbalance. Is that better? Yeah, I think that's better. All right, now let's look at this romance, right? So there's some sort of, maybe for some of you, there's a sense of fear of romance, of oh my goodness, of never being with somebody. It could also just be of actually feeling emotions. There's a sense of fear. But again, it's sort of what I would say for you, that big blessing is finding balance. With this Justice card, I feel like good karma is coming your way, right? All that you have been given, all that you have given is coming back again. And in again, here we have this wish fulfillment again. And so I feel like whatever fear you have in terms of emotions and love, dealing with relationships, love, emotions, there's something there that you have. There's a fear for you. You're going to, I feel that tower is going to kind of clear this, any mental fog is really what I'm seeing, and emotional fog here. And then you're going to find this inner balance. You're going to find this also really good karma coming through. And again, this balance of giving and receiving, giving and receiving. Maybe you are always, because I feel like you have a go-getter energy, and so maybe you wanted to you always were the one who was giving in all relationships, and now I feel like with this the Four of Swords, this kind of energy of taking a step back, you're going to actually start to receive this. And so this is important for you, because you need to learn this. You need to learn that you don't have to always be the giver. You don't always have to be also micromanaging things, but rather needing to take a step back and letting the universe and other people also come through here. So I do really like this. Let's see what other blessings we have for you. Okay, look at this. Oh, that's funny. All right, and humility. oh, my friends. So there is the gift of humility. So, and again, this is sort of kind of the core of, I guess, of this. It's sort of understanding that you do not have control over other people. You do not have control over a lot of things. Sun, we don't control how the sun goes up or down, or the weather, any of those things. At least I don't know that we control the weather yet, but maybe we do. But we don't control a lot of things. But that doesn't mean that you don't get to you get to choose things for yourself, and that's a very important thing. But the element of humility is really understanding that not only do you not control it, you don't have to. And it's even, I would say, for me, humility was a hard thing to learn, but after I learned it, because I was very much I talked to you about it. I was very judgmental in terms of how I thought people should live, especially my own family. I was oh, they should do this and that. And then I realized, I'm wait a second, I have no idea. I let go of that control, or that idea of what people should or shouldn't do. In terms of in their life, right? How they live their life is I came up with an idea, and that's people are everybody's always doing the best they can at this point in time. And then you kind of even yourself, and that's also another sense of humility. You don't have to do everything, and that's what I'm seeing here for you. Destiny, I really do feel like love is playing a role here for you. There's a connection here. The balloons, they're coming together, and I do feel I sense us you were feeling very overwhelmed, very very much like a 10 of wands, like, or just like feeling, or even with that 9 of swords, that makes some sense, like you were feeling very overwhelmed. And here this retrograde is going to help you, uplift you. It's also bringing in true connections here, marriage, a unicorn. And so this is a very mystical energy that's coming through for you. I feel like you're understanding, and yes, it might be like, again, a marriage or relationship no one knows about, or maybe like it's unexpected to me, a relationship that comes in. But for others of you, I do feel like it is understanding your uniqueness, and the uniqueness of others as well, right? It's sort of like, I don't know how to, and and that's an important thing. Thank you. You don't need to compare yourself to others. And I feel like that's also that energy of like why you have like such like, it's not too bad to be a go-getter, it's not bad at all, but if it's coming from a place of like comparison of like you're not enough, then it's sort of like wasted, right? I feel like, because it should be coming from a better place. So beware of narcissistic energy. Again, narcissistic energy of others, but I really do feel like, for me, it's sort of like the idea that you have to feel like you have to control everything, or that you have to like you have to do it all. And I feel like that's the blessing. You're learning that you don't, and maybe that even when you take a step back, wow, things start to progress even more. I really do feel like that. But like, and then an important thing too is also like the narcissistic energy of comparing yourself to others. I really want you to, like, the value of yourself is so important here. And so we actually made it all the way here. Let's see what this is all about. What is our exam? No, AWAS. So look at this: magic, liberation, rebirth, awakening, and protection. And for me, it's really sort of like liberating yourself. You're liberating yourself from your own constraints. That's the big blessing for you. And sort of like, to me, it's sort of like awakening to your magic, to your own uniqueness. So very beautiful energy, my friends. I do want you to say, if you can go, and I really recommend going, checking out the Monique's and Gifted Soul 777's reading. You can see what resonates, first of all, from here, and what they have in similarities with this, and just take all the different messages, and it's sort of like an in-depth reading. So thank you so much. I feel very honored that I was able to read your cards, and I'm sending you so much love and so much light until I see you in the next one. Bye-bye, my dear friends. Hello, my friends from group 2. So in case you did not hear my intro, this is in collaboration with Monique and also with Gifted Soul 777. Monique knows everything there is to know about, well, I don't know if that's true, but she knows definitely a lot about astrological occurrences and all their meanings. So I really highly recommend that you go check out her video. And Gifted Soul 777 is very, like her name, she's very gifted. She has psychic and has a lot of insights that people who aren't psychic can't have. So hopefully that makes sense. So check out their videos. And so we're leaving this until the very end just to see how it all ties up. And also because I'm hoping you'll stick with me for a while. Okay, so let's see what blessings are coming your way this Jupiter retrograde. Okay, look at that. Okay. This is quite lovely, and I'm looking at this and I'm going to clarify some things, but there is already, I can see a progress here. We go from the 8 of Pentacles to the 9 of Pentacles, so there is abundance coming for you. What else are we saying? Where there's some sort of healing coming. The devil, I feel like maybe breaking free. I think for me, it definitely seems like, because here you have the strings, but here the strings is being guided by the star. You see? The ego versus the higher self. And so that's important. I feel like that Queen of Wands is all about, I want to say following your passion in some way. We're gonna, like I said, clarify. And then the 9 of Wands, we're actually coming to end a cycle where I feel like you've been yeah, you've been working really hard over something, and finally I feel like the cycle is coming through. Oh yeah, I do actually love this because we go from the Nine of Wands to the Queen of Wands, and so I feel like you've made a lot of progress. So for like, it's actually like things are starting to manifest in your life here. And lots of prosperity is. All right, let's see what, we'll start with the Devil card. What is this Devil doing here? What is this Devil? Fool energy, okay. That's an interesting one. What is the Star card coming through here? Ace of, okay, yeah, clarity coming through. What is this Nine of Pentacles doing here? Knight of Coins, nice. Okay, what is this Queen of Wands doing here? Page of Wands. What is this Nine of Wands doing here? King of Wands, yeah, look at that. What is this Eight of Pentacles doing here? The Sun. Okay, happiness, joy. Working towards your joy, maybe working, even if you aren't, like, working on things is going to bring you a lot of joy, like happiness, fulfillment. I do feel like working on things that fulfill you versus things that don't fulfill you. And so we see, I want to say like the determination actually pays off with this like King of Wands being clarified, this Nine of Wands. So I feel like your determination, you're sticking through it, even though I feel like it's been taking you a while. Is going to lead you to being able to actually get that King of Wands, which is this energy of leadership. And so you've learned from all the things that you've gone through. You've learned through it all. And I feel like it gives you a sense of confidence coming through. Do you want to clarify? I know we have the Page of Wands, and so that's interesting to me, but I also want to see something else. What is this Queen of Wands doing here? Nine of Wands. So yeah, it is the sense of, and look at this, you overcome. I feel like you're getting a confirmation here of like you're overcoming all obstacles. You are determined to succeed, and you will succeed. Especially if you are thinking about starting a business or like being like maybe trying to get a raise or change in careers could be something. Yeah, so I feel like it's your determination will make you succeed and be ahead of the crowd here. With the Page of Wands, though, is a sense of like not letting, even though the success and everything that's coming your way, don't let it, I almost want to say, make you forget the reason why you are doing this. It's like sort of like your passion, and also like a sense of childlike wonder. I always like, for me, the pages are always like this, there's a sense of innocence there that kind of helps you. So looking at things always as a student, not the teacher, even though you are becoming like a leader, right? I hope that makes sense. Okay, and so I do see here with this like abundance here, we have like Nine of Pentacles, which I did say there's like a lot of abundance coming your way, and you are working towards something. But still, even here, and there is a great progress because we do have the Knight of Coins, looking at things and the reason why you've moved to this point in time, and maybe even acknowledging that this is because you've been going slow and steady, like putting good, strong foundations is so important in this. Yeah, and then we have the Star here, clarity, healing energy. You're starting to see things differently because of the Hangman. You are seeing the potential in situations where before I think you were feeling trapped. You were feeling like you maybe old habits, maybe something like old habits, maybe even old relationships. It's something like, I feel like it's almost like something from the past, whether it was maybe mistakes, whatever it was holding you back. But there's a sense of understanding with this Jupiter retrograde. It's almost like you're freeing yourself of this, whatever this past, whatever it is that kept you feeling trapped, and then you go on, you're starting, instead of being stuck, you're starting something completely new. I really do feel like you're starting something new, even though it's been on your mind. Maybe you've been working, or maybe not that you're starting something new, but rather you're starting a new phase in it. See what we have. Your luck will change. Yes, lots of very positive things coming through. Look at that positive walk off. So there's great stress on you, and you might feel it. That's the devil card. But it's unlocking right now. This is the Ace of Swords, and it's unlocking whatever this has been locking you. We have on course, yeah, you're moving forward, and justice. So that's good karma, my friends. The justice for me, it's all about like good karma. You've been working hard. You're finally like, it's moving you forward. The things that were holding you back was really, I would say, maybe it was your ego, maybe it was your self-doubt, or maybe it was just habit. For me, for example, I can tell you my big thing is usually I procrastinate a lot. I'll just be honest with myself here. There's a sense of procrastination, and so I'm my own, I would say, like, I impede my own success, right? And so I feel like you do too. It might just be something else that you do. But when you see things, like there's a sense of clarity, when you actually see like, okay, I've been holding myself back, right? That's when you actually sort of like, you acknowledge that, and then you're like, okay, what can I do to take action, right? What do I need to do? The Hangman energy for me, it's almost like, okay, so this is sort of what I do. These are my habits, right? So definitely working on changing them. But sometimes you can even use hacks, and I feel like that might be what's happening here as well. I do actually want to clarify this, justice. Like sometimes I feel like that, and I also want to feel close like that. I want to see what this closed off is. Okay, so what is this justice all about? Yeah, the moon, yeah. Your own, I feel like your own fear, your own limitation, the unknown, all these things that are coming through here. And so what is this lock? What is this lock doing here? Queen of Swords. So maybe locking off yourself to others. Or maybe it's finally cutting the, okay, yeah, it's like, again, there's a lot of swords here. And so I feel like there's a sense of like cutting things off that are not helping you. This devil card, you're just like, you're cutting your own, the binds that are keeping you whole, the bonds that are keeping you there. And then the justice is like, I almost feel like the justice is blind, but you're finally opening your eyes. You're finally seeing possibly, I feel like a lot of the fears is what's kind of holding you back. And so you're finally kind of opening yourself up. And then with the justice for me, it's sort of like when you see this, when you acknowledge this, like all the fears, I feel like that's when the good karma comes in here and the good luck comes in here. It's almost like you're breaking free. It's so fascinating. Okay, let's see what this is all about. And I feel that's totally, I think that's an eagle, so to me that is all about freedom too. So okay, so justice. Oh wow, so there is a lot of justice here: honor, sacrifice, loyalty, and victory. So a lot of victory coming through here. So the justice, it's justice could be about balance. It could be good karma. I really do feel like, and look at this, you have the sword again. It's almost like, for me, it really is a sense of clarity, maybe understanding your true power here. And victory as well. Wow. So I'm going to say, because this is like, it's a very strong, you have no idea. This is, to me, it's a very strong statement. And so what I'm seeing is sort of like you are finally, like you're finally overcoming yourself. Like this possible addictions, possible, like you're overcoming whatever is being holding you back. And then in this, with this justice thing, I'm going to say like, it might actually be like somebody, like maybe a negative influence, like a person who's negative influence. It's sort of like, you're finally going on your own. And so you're going to see how you succeed and how this person, like who's been holding you back, and you now release them. You actually see yourself thrive. Well, you see that they don't thrive because whatever it is that this energy is here. Like I said, a very healing energy coming through here. Wow, it's exciting. All right, so I'm glad that you are here. So if you did like this reading, please do give it a thumbs up and please do consider subscribing. Also, please go check out Gifted Soul 777 and also Monique's readings. And so just take what resonates from mine, take what resonates from theirs, and just, it's almost like you have a personal reading all on your own. And just thank you so much for being here. It really does mean a lot to me. I hope this brought some clarity. And until I see you in the next one, bye bye, my dear friends. My dear friends. Oh, I'm so happy you are here, group 3. I am, yeah, super excited to do this. So we're going to leave this card for later. In case you didn't hear my intro, this is a collaboration with Monique and Gifted Soul 777. So take what resonates from my reading and then go check out their readings and take what resonates there, and then you'll have yourself a pretty personal reading. It's what I say. All right. Oh, interesting. Oh, I like that already. Okay. So what is this blessings here? And we're going to, like I said, leave that for later, just hoping that you actually stick through with me all the way to the end. Okay. All right. Okay. Wow. This retrograde is going to be intense for you. I'm just like right off there. Because I can already see that you have 5 of Cups, so there's a sense of regret. I mean, this one's in reverse, so I feel like, so you're overcoming this regret. I do feel like that's something. You're moving to something that's more positive. The judgment is coming. It's an awakening of some kind. And then we have the rebirth, like an ending and rebirth. The 7 of Wands, we're actually going to say a little bit of your fences up. Defending. Why are you doing all? Let's clarify, buddy. Let's get this all clarification done. Like I said, okay, what is this 5 of Cups doing here? What is this 5 of Cups doing here? What is this 5 of Cups doing here? Okay, we have the 10 of Pentacles and the High Priestess. What is this 6 of Swords doing here? 3 of Wands. What is this 7 of Wands doing here? Ooh, 2 of Cups, okay. Defending your heart. What is this Judgment doing here? Oh, Ace of Wands, nice, that's a nice one. What is this 5 of Cups doing here? 2 of Swords. What is this Death doing here? All right, and then Judgment again. Okay, so I'm beginning to like, oh, this is, to me it seems like, I'm sorry, but this seems to me that it has to do with love. We have the 2 of Cups. So for some of you, this might be if you are in some sort of like if you were hurt by somebody in the past, and that's the 5 of Cups here. And so I feel like the High Priestess, it's sort of like you sort of are detached. You kind of, so how you dealt with is not here, is what I'm saying here. So this blessing that's coming for you in this Jupiter retrograde is that you're actually going to finally face, my friends, you're going to face this 5 of Cups. You're going to face it, release it, heal it. And so before you were kind of detaching yourself, I almost want to say pretending it was well, but there's sort of like a sense of detachment. But, and I like this. So intuitively, for some of you, I feel like you know that you are able, like happiness is available to you, but you're still holding on to something from the past. I feel like you are moving on though now. This is the Jupiter. That's the blessing that's coming for you. You are moving on and you're starting to see the potential for the future. You're starting to see like, oh, what amazing things are coming your way. And for some of you, it feels like you are letting go, finally moving this, dropping this defensive. Like for me, it's sort of like you, a little bit defensive energy is blocking this potential for true romance, for this 2 of Cups, right? To come in here. For some of you, I do feel like There might be somebody new coming in terms of like love, somebody new. It might be that somebody from your past with this Ace of Wands and Judgment might be coming back and saying whether or not you're going to, go through this again. And I'm not going to tell you whether you should or shouldn't. But again, it's almost like you have to make a choice. Oh, I love this. You're making a choice. You're choosing to move forward, right? This is the choice of like, are you staying in this stuck energy of the Five of Cups? I'm going to sneeze. Pardon me. Sorry. And so you're no longer like, this is the beautiful, it really is like, you have no idea how strong this energy is for you for this Jupiter retrograde, because it's sort of like you're finally moving forward. You're making the decision to move forward. And when you make that decision to move forward, like there's a sense of ending, but there's also a sense of rebirth, a sense of awakening for yourself. Seeing things again in a different perspective, seeing that I almost want to say to you that you're going to see that everything was meant to happen for a reason. And whether or not this means the judgment, whether you go back to this person or there's a brand new person where you feel like you're seeing, it's almost like you're seeing the world from a totally different, like, reality. It's sort of like your reality shift and you're seeing like things, the potential in everything. And you're seeing your own power in this. Wow. Like, oh, it's very strong. I really like this energy. And really listening to your intuition. I understand but not being too detached, or being aware of what it is that you want. You want the 10 of Pentacles. I feel like that's what you're going for. And then so what can you do to go about it? It's sort of like listening to your intuition. Your intuition is saying, if we stay in this Five of Cups, we're never going to be happy. We're never going to like actually get the real true love, or if this is not about love, receive the true calling that we have. It's sort of like, even if this was something with like mistakes, because it could be about like, let's say you made a mistake in terms of a career or something like that, or like you made a choice that was like, you felt that was not it. And then you're sort of stuck in there and trying to feel like, oh, I made a mistake, and you're trying to change the past or solve the past, right? When I feel like this is the Jupiter retrograde, is bringing you right back to the present and into seeing the future that is available to you. And so it could be in terms of love, or it could be in terms of like career, or like something along those lines, because the Ace of Wands can also be like some sort of creative endeavor where you're just really super excited about it. Yeah, this is like such a beautiful, like amazing reading. I love this because this is like very expansive energy that you're going through right here. Let's see what other things are coming here. Look at that, look at that, look at that, look at this, look at this. Don't hold your breath. You've been and it's not just your breath. You've been holding on to like all this like angsty energy in terms of like, you're like, oh, I should have done this, I should have done this, I should have done or like the shoulda haves, and like, oh, it's been holding you back, my friends. And so you're releasing your breath, you're releasing all these things that have been holding you back. And look, we have the new beginnings, which we keep saying. Sorry if there's a loud noises, but we keep saying that there's new beginnings. It's sort of like the judgment, but it's an awakening. It's like the potential is always there, and now you're noticing, you're being aware of it. So a new lover, a new idea are favorable. Yes, follow through on that. It's sort of like that's the energy that comes through. And look, we have victory awaits, right? That's how more amazing is that? That's a blessing, that the victory, your path. And the beautiful thing is, it really like, you're going to see that it was all like sort of like stepping stones along the way to this victory that awaits. And acceptance for me is all about accepting the past. I really feel like that's what it's all about. Like, you are finally accepting the past. You are accepting everything and understanding that you cannot change the past, but that doesn't mean that you cannot be here and change and want and get the things that you want right now and into the future. Right? This is like very, very beautiful. Oh my goodness. I love this. 100%. Love, love, love it. Let's go look at this, your Gibo. I think it's Gibo. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that Gibo. I think that's right. So here it is. Gifts, partnership, sacrifice, fair exchange, honor. I feel like for me, it's like partnerships and gifts coming through here. But because I really, like I said, there's a very strong element of love here. So element of love might be that this person finally recognizes it and comes right back, and then you kind of like, are you ready to go through with this? Or maybe you find, to me it's like a whole new lover. Once you let go of the past, you release that, whatever it is, and you find something completely new, and that is actually what you were meant to be here, like a true union, a true relationship, a true like calling, purpose, whatever it is that it is, it's something true to you. But everything that happened in the past was all to lead you to where you are right now. So not to worry about it, not to regret, but rather accept and acknowledge. Very strong. I love this group 3. Very beautiful reading. So if you can go, please go check out Gifted Till 777 and Monique's reading and see what resonates from theirs, and make yourself your own personal reading here about these blessings that are coming in this Jupiter retrograde. So I am very honored that I was able to read your cards. Thank you so much for being here. I am sending you so much love and so much light. Until I see you in the next one. Bye-bye, my dear friends.